What is going on with the YouTube fight fans all over the world? It's your boy, the realest of the real. Yes, sir, I said it. Real talk boxing. It is a privilege and honor and a major blessing to be back with you beautiful people yet again. Let's talk about Claressa Shields and the leaked footage of her getting dropped way back in 2018. This was a while back, man. So does the video really matter? Not really. It's done and over with. It's in the past. Excuse me. But if the video wasn't released, would we have ever known about it? Because I don't remember Claressa Shields saying anything about getting dropped by this certain guy. Apparently, it was right before she fought Savannah Marshall. But here's what I want to say first, man. Claressa has always been... Well, let's start out by saying this. Claressa Shields is hands down, I think, one of the most talented female fighters. She holds the more accolades and achievements. So is she the best female fighter of our era? Most definitely. I do think so. Even though I don't like how she conducts herself outside the ring, I respect and admire what she does in the ring. But she's just an arrogant person. She runs off at the mouth, and I think she secretly hates men. She's mad at Rolly now. Rolly, I guess, apparently got into her DMs and was saying this, that, and the third, and she didn't like it. And she made a video about her getting dropped. Now, first of all, man, getting dropped is a part of boxing. It happens. I've been dropped 3 times in sparring back in my amateur days. And I got wobbled in sparring when I was 20 years old by a 16-year-old kid. And it happens. It happens, you know. Sparring is sparring. And so she says, you know, hey, man, you know, I got dropped. It happens. I'm not upset about it. And why are you making a video ranting about getting dropped and about Rolly being in your DMs? Claressa Shields is the only female fighter that I know of who's always harping on male boxing and about how she thinks she can compete with males. And still stated in her latest video that Keith Thurman has no boxing skills. And told Rolly, when I see you, I'm running up on you. And I'll knock you out. Now what? That's just no class. No class. I'm going to get a lot of heat in the comment sections, or maybe not. You know, I ain't getting that many views nowadays because, you know, I'm just not coming back. And I'm trying to build my channel back up. But it's all good. But when you talk about, you know, opposite sex in boxing and females and race in boxing, you know, you get a lot of backlash, but I don't care, man. This is Real Talk Boxing. This is my channel. I can talk about what I want to talk about. And I just don't like how Claressa Shields conducts herself outside the ring. She says that she sparred this Russian dude on a Monday, pieced him up. His coach called back, said he wanted to spar again on Thursday. And they started sparring around the 3rd or 4th round. He dropped her. They were throwing hook for hook. His got there before hers did, and she got sit on her butt. And she stayed there for a little while. It's what happens, you know, when you get caught. And it's what happens if a female gets caught by a man. And that's not to say that a female can't knock a man out, because definitely. There's some, you know, you get Joe Smo off the street going and spar Claressa Shields, and they're going to get murked. I mean, you get, you know, up-and-coming fighters that jump in and spar Claressa Shields, and she might get the best of them. And then, you know, she has in sparring before. But she's always trying to compare herself to a man. And she's always stated that I should be getting paid. I got the most accolades. Ain't no man got 2 gold medals, you know, and there's finally a guy who's been undisputed in 2 weight classes, which is Terrence Crawford. But before then, I should be getting paid just as much as them. Well, check this out, Claressa. If you're not putting the butts in the seat, if you're not a pay-per-view attraction, if people don't want to see you fight, how are you going to get that revenue? You understand? So it really doesn't have much to do with whether you're a male or a female. If you ain't putting the butts in the seat, then you're not going to be getting paid what these big name male fighters are getting paid. So I don't understand what you don't understand about that. Yes, you have high accolades, but if hardly anyone knows you, or you can't sell out an arena, or you can't do a pay-per-view and sell out and get high numbers, then what are you so mad about? It's a process to it. And if you can't fill the gap in that process, you ain't gonna get paid the money that Floyd got paid, Canelo getting paid, or whoever's you can't, come on. You gotta be an attraction, right? So let's get back on the sparring. She says, I got dropped, cool, no problem. I went over to shake the dude's hand, and she said he had 0 to no padding in his gloves. First of all, what does 0 to no padding means? Did he have a little bit of padding, or did he have none? Because 0 and none to me means the same. 0 to no padding in his gloves. And she said she got upset, called her coach, and she went out to her car to get a knife because she's going to come back in and cut the coach. Now, how stupid is that? Let's just say this is true. Let's just say this has happened. Why didn't we hear anything about it back then? We didn't hear nothing about it. If this dude supposedly cheated, took the padding out of his gloves just to spar you and get a knockdown, why didn't we hear about it back then? But now you're trying to come and explain it when the video's leaked. It just don't make no sense. It don't add up. In my honest opinion. But she's hot about it. So Rolly came in. I guess Rolly fought this guy or sparred this guy or something. And Rolly ends up knocking him out. So she says, Rolly, he messaged me and said, hey, man, I don't know why you hate on me so much, man. I did you a favor. I knocked out the guy that dropped you. She was hot. She got really, really hot about it. And went on about how she could knock out Rolly. Let me tell you something, man. I'm going to give you a little story. I like for fighters to be classy, to be respectful. Not just women, but men too. Arrogance is just something that I can't deny. Don't get me wrong. There's plenty of arrogant fighters out there, but there's some fighters whose confidence gets mistaken for arrogance. And when it comes to Claressa Shields, I think she's arrogant. And it's my opinion. Some people say, man, she's just confident, real talk. I just see it's arrogance, man. If you have to, like I say, I wasn't there, and I don't know if she's making this story up, but why didn't we hear about it till now? Till a couple of days ago? Why didn't we hear you ramping rain? If that dude really did what she says he done, don't you think there's fuel for the fire about men fighters? Like, this dude, he had to do this in order to do this to me. Now we hearing it, what, 4 years later? 4 or 5 years later? Now that the video's leaked, it just don't make sense to me, man. You got to humble yourself, man. You got to humble. There is no other female fighters out there who harp on men as hard as this girl. You don't see Amanda Serrano doing that or talking like that. She don't. You don't hear Katie Taylor talking like that. You don't. And these female fighters, they embrace each other and they lift each other up. And they ain't out there talking all that trash. They ain't out there saying, well, it should be an equal playing field. Well, hey, start fighting 12 3-minute rounds then. Put some butts in the seat. And then maybe you can get paid a little bit more. It's nobody's fault, man. You know what I'm saying? If you can't put the butts in the seat, if you're not a main attraction, then I don't know what to tell you. And as far as you knocking out Rolly, you got way better boxing skills than Rolly. I can tell you that. But if you go in 12 rounds with Rolly and you can't knock Rolly out, the moment he touches you clean, guess what's going to happen? It is what it is. One of my favorite throwback female fighters of all time is Lucille Riker. She was a killer in the ring and classy outside the ring. I loved her to the fullest. She was just a don. She decided that she wanted to fight a man in a professional kickboxing match. Now, and you can look this up. Now, this dude, I don't know who he was. He didn't look too skillful. And there were some serious moments in that fight for Lucille Riker. But guess what happened the moment she got touched? Stretched out, stove up, stiff. She got knocked out, man. And I'm talking about completely out. So you keep running your mouth about Keith Thurman, but get in there and Keith Thurman. Get in there with Keith Thurman and see what's going to happen. I don't think you'll stand a chance against Keith Thurman. Matter of fact, I know you won't. Now with Rolly, you'll outbox him for a certain amount of rounds, but if you don't knock him out and it's a 12-round fight, let's say it's a 6-round fight, and Rolly touch you, guess what's going to happen? I don't understand this secret hatred for men that she has, man. It's just how I view it. She's always negative about male boxing. Now, she's got her picks. She got some guys that she liked. But as soon as you say something contrary to what she thinks or what she believes, she gets on the defensive. She want to go grab a knife and cut somebody and claim she can knock somebody out. Man, I don't understand. If it went down how you said it went down, Claressa, why didn't we hear about it back then? Because that seems like, to me, something that you would be screaming all over the internet about. But as soon as the footage get leaked, you give us this story. I don't know, man. Could be true. Could be true. But Claressa, you're a great fighter, man. One of the best, especially in our era. But your mouth and the way you conduct yourself, you ain't doing yourself no favor. Now, some people like that kind of stuff, don't mean I'm not. I don't like it. But some people, they harp all over it. They love it. They like that type of attitude. But it's just not for me. But never mind what I think. I want to know what you think. So comment down below. Let your boy Real Talk know. As always, respect all, fear none. God bless. Till the next time, Real Talk Boxing. I'm up and I'm out of here.